Broadcasting live from her living room on Broadway. She's your grandma and mine. It's Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. Here's your host, Dragma!
And we know you love us too.
Oh, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dragma's Late Night Natterbox. It's so lovely to be back. Look, cheers to you. I'm sat in my living room. This is my living room. Look, my throne room, I call it. This is where I live. This is inside the care home because I really couldn't be asked to go to the studio today. How are we all? It's so wonderful to see you all. Let's see who's... Oh, we've got some watchers. We've got Kate Knowles, Becky King, Care. Oh, the regulars are in again. Oh, I do love that they're in. They're only in the room next door, but they're still watching. They're fabulous, aren't they? Geraint SD, Alex Waddell, Richard Horrigan. Oh, everyone's watching. All of my fans. Hello, lovely. Hello, Nicole. Nicole says, hi, Dragma. Hello, Nicole, darling. How are you? I haven't seen my mother yet. My mother doesn't... Oh, gosh. I haven't spoken to her. I hope the virus hasn't got her. Oh, my poor mother. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Well, do you know what, actually? I know that you are 20 seconds behind me because I was watching the countdown, and when my music switched over, it was on 20 seconds on yours, but I'm live. You're the ones that are 20 seconds late, but hey, fashionably late, it's fabulous. It is Friday, Alex Waddell. How did you know? How did you know it was Friday? What are you all drinking tonight, my lovely chickens? Please tell me. Please write below what you're drinking. And meanwhile, let's see what we've got in tonight's show.
Coming up on tonight's Dragma's Late Night Natterbox, espresso martinis with Dragma. This week's lockdown looks, looking at the lockdown hoedown. And catch up on this week's fake news. All this and more on Dragma's Late Night Natterbox.
So here we are. I've just noticed Kay, our Dennis, is watching. Hello, Kay. How are you? Welcome. I've not seen you on here before, so it's very exciting that you're joining us tonight. I do hope you're safe. VK. Becky King is drinking VK. VK. Gosh, I don't remember VK. VK. Alex, because I got a drink in hand and a BT on my computer. BT? A BT? What's a BT, darling? I don't know. Ian's drinking a nice cold WKD. What colour is your WKD? Because apparently there's a blue one and a white one. So which colour are you drinking, Mr. Ian DJ Foxy Swanick? Oh, Sophie Shears, you're on the pink gin as usual, you absolute alky. I hope you're being quite a beauty. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, beauty. VK is WKD. Well, apparently it's the same thing. VK, WKD, it's all the same thing. Different letters, but the same drink. Hi, Grandma. Grandma! Geraint SD. I am not a grandma. I have got no children. Well, no, that's a lie, actually. I've got one child. One child, Derek. But he has... Oh, no, he's got loads of... Oh, gosh, I've forgotten. Yes, I've got loads. I am a grandma, but you don't call me grandma because it makes me feel old. I'm not old. I'm not telling you how old I am. You can have a guess if you like, but you best be sensible about it. WKD Blue, says Ian Swanick. Oh, good. WKD Blue, fabulous. I'm on my erotic MPs again. They're very tasty. This one's Keir Starmer, I think. dear, dear. I'm drinking Coke for now, says Geraint Esty. Coke? Not that Coke, I hope. I hope you're drinking Coca-Cola. Dragma, yes, that's right. 22! I am 22. Oh, do you know what? Talking about my son, he's just joined in. Derek Palmer, he's just joined in. Hello, son. How are you, darling? Remind me how many grandkids I've got, please, Derek. 26. Fuck off. I'm not 26. I'm 22. Alex Waddell got it perfectly right. 22, and I have been for 66 years. Well, it's a good age to be, is 22. Simon Richards is watching. Hello, Simon Richards. I think I just dropped the F-bomb, didn't I? Not quite sure. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. My hair's a mess. I'm really missing the salon. Can you tell? Look how... Looks like it's been dragged through a hedge. Look at it. It's blooming awful. I need to get a hairstyle. I need to get it all styled this week, I think. I'm going to have to try and do it myself. Look how... Oh, it's all hanging off. Look, down here. Like, poking me in the eye. This eye has been... Like, a teardrop has been... I don't know if you can see it. It's been dripping down here because of my hair just poking my eye. It's not very comfortable. It's growing as well. Excuse me, young lady! Sophie Shears? I'm going to be having words with you. Shut your beak, indeed. How rude! Shut my beak! This whole show is about me opening my beak, young lady. Don't tell me to shut my bloody beak. How rude! You shut your beak! I'll drink lager later on, says Geraint. Okay, drink lager later on. 30. No, I am not 30. Becky Elizabeth King, me and you'll be having words. I don't want any more guesses on how old I am. What have you been up to this week? That's what I want to know. Oh, I think I'm in a bad mood today. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm in a bad mood? Strawberry and lime cider, says Simon Richards. That sounds delicious. Do you know, last week was a lovely rest, wasn't it? The rain, it was a wonderful rest from the hay fever. Whereas this week, well, it's all come back with a vengeance. I'm telling you, it's like in my eyes, in my nose, I don't know what I sound like, but what I can hear, it sounds like someone's got one of those whirly tubes that goes woo, 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 and it sounds like that in my ear. It's pretty horrible. Sorry, I love you, really. Yes, Becky, thank you. I forgive you. All is forgiven. Now pay me some money. I'm running... Do you know what? I haven't been to work for 6 weeks. 6 weeks I have not been in work. I mean, don't ask me what my job is, because at my age I shouldn't really be working, but, you know. Do you like my home? Do you like my... Look at this painting, this fabulous painting. There. Oh, look at this painting here. Yes, it's an old one. I can't remember who painted it. I have no idea. Shall we move on with the show? Let's go 50 days off. 50 days off, I know, 50 days off. I'm starting to climb the bloody walls, I really am. My hair has not been styled for 50 days. 7th of the year. God, that's depressing. Oh, gosh. Let's move on. Lockdown looks. Tonight's lockdown looks as the what's my job? Why don't you ask your mother? Or your father. I believe they're both clients of mine. Lockdown looks tonight. Well, we've done hair, and we've done clothing. But what we haven't done... Oh, and we did body modification last week. Do you know what? I think that's why I'm in a bad mood, because I'm feeling quite lonely. Last week I was joined by the fabulous Victoria Scone. Do you remember her? The fabulous Victoria Scone. She was gorgeous, wasn't she? Absolutely fabulous. But I slung her out of my pub at the end. I said, go on, sling your hook. Get out of my pub. Because, well, I'm not having people looking better than me on my programme. Absolutely not. I think next week I shall have a really ugly special guest. Any recommendations, please type them below and I'll find a minging one. I know where you work, says Sophie Shears. Where do I work? I would love to know because I've forgotten. It's been so long. Anyway, lockdown looks. We did body modifications with Victoria Scone, and we did hair, and we've done clothing. So this week we're going to look at actually things you can do. So I think we're going to look at what we're calling the lockdown hoedown. I was thinking about get the drunk Irish lady on, says Alex Waddell. What a good idea! Do we want to know what the drunk Irish lady? Now that's a good idea. I don't know what's happened to her tonight, Sophie. She's been very, very quiet. I suspect that she's put herself into a coma, drunk herself into a coma. Catherine Woods, hello, darling. Yasmin Williams, hello, darling. How are you? What are you both drinking? I do need to know. Becky says, I know your job, a drag or a gig budget. A drag. My job is not a drag. I love my job. I just cannot remember for the likes of me what it is. But I do remember that I used to enjoy it. Yasmin and Catherine, what are you drinking? It's very important that I know. Let's move on to lockdown looks. Lockdown hoedown. Here we go. Right, the first one is the Corona Shuffle. Can you see I'm in the supermarket? I decided to go shopping for a little bit. I also have I have my throne room and I have my supermarket next door. So I've just popped in. Cody Morris, hello, darling. What are you drinking? Please tell me. I must stop reading these comments. They're really, really distracting. But type away. Corona Shuffle is avoiding people in supermarkets. The dance move is this. Avoid. Do it along with me. Avoid the Corona Shuffle. A shuffle here, a shuffle there, a shuffle. And we just hide around the corner is the other one. You can have a little peek. No, there's people down there. We can't go down there. A shuffle this way. Get out of my way. Hello, beauty on the white wine. Oh, good, Yasmin. I love white wine. I'm drinking, for those of you who missed it, an erotic MP tonight. An erotic MP, Keir Starmer. Oh, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Keir Starmer. I wonder, I don't even know if I'm saying his bloody name right. I actually don't even know who he is. But I wonder if he's going to be better than Jeremy. I loved Jeremy. Jeremy was fabulous. All those fuckers that didn't vote for him, shame on you all. Looks like you're in a trolley. Oh, I am not in a trolley. I might be off my trolley. I'm certainly going off the rails, I can tell you that. Oh, don't be lonely. Come and join us. And yes, I do remember her. It was amazing. You are amazing too, Dragma. Oh, Geraint. All is forgiven for calling me grandma now. Let's have a look at the next one. Oh, we've got the Duke's Passing. The Duke's Passing, which is the you may pass, or the I'll just step to this side and you may pass here. Just stay 2 meters away from me, you evil. Yes, just pass. The Duke's Passing. It's the other dance moves. So we got the Corona Shuffle and the Duke's Passing. Oh, this is called the Wanker. This move is the Wanker. Now, have you been to a supermarket and somebody pushing and shoving on top of you and trying to get in your flipping face? The other week I was in the supermarket buying my erotic MPs and well, the ingredients, I have to make it myself. Maybe one day I'll do you a little erotic MP tutorial. I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again tonight. Isn't that wonderful? Erotic MP. Not an expensive Martian. That was last week's. No, it wasn't. It was she named it. I can't remember what she called it. Anyway, this move is called the Wanker. You're getting right in your face. I was in the supermarket buying gravy. Can you see that? I think these are gravy. I think that's gravy there. I was buying gravy. And, well, some rude man just pushed right in front of me and grabbed the last gravy off the shelf. I wasn't very happy with him, so I tripped him up. I know you're not meant to touch people right now, but I need my gravy. My teeth are very bad. I mean, don't look at them. My teeth are awful, but I can only eat soft food, see? So I had to have gravy to make everything mushy. Cody Morris is drinking Tango, wonderful. And Kimberly, hi Kimberly, hello, how are you? Is drinking, she's having a cuppa. A cuppa, how civilised on a Friday night. Goodness me. It's Friday, you're meant to be going wild. Go wild. Go and have a wild time. Yes, the wanker. What? Wanker move. Look at my dirty finger. Woo! Oh, yeah. Okay, we got the Chicken Jimmy. How do you spell that, naughty boy? Richard. The chicken jimmy is when you try and open things with your. I'm going to try and change the scene with my elbow. See if I can do it. Let's see. Oh, I did! That's the chicken jimmy right there. Go back. Chicken jimmy is when you use your elbows to open gates with it, and it's a bit like the funky chicken. So we've got the Corona shuffle, and the Duke's passing, and the wanker. Right in your face, wanker. And then the elbow, the chicken jimmy is what we call it, the chicken jimmy. Dance, can teach you Dragma. Sophie, I did tell you to shut your bloody beak. You shouldn't be talking to me right now. I'm on the job. Ooh! The Corona dab! The COVID dab! Oh, we love the COVID dab. That's a great move, the COVID dab. I want to see you all doing it at home now after 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The Corona dab. It's a great one. You go into your arms. You're meant to put things... Well, if you're not wearing a mask, which you really should be, maybe I should wear a mask. Have I got a mask? I haven't got a mask. I've got a tissue. Oh, right. When you go... Fuck it. Corona dab. We got our dance moves there all sorted for next time we can go and have a disco, which will probably be in 2022, sadly. Oh God, that makes me sad. That makes me really bloody sad. 2022. I hope it's not 2022. I need a disco. I really need a disco. I just need to dance. With my COVID dab. I'm doing makeup, says Nicole. Nicole, how wonderful. I dare you to share a photo. I'm doing makeup. The shopping trolley, I could do the shopping trolley, but that's not part of the COVID. Or you could ram it into people if they're getting in your way. If you've got one of those wankers in the supermarket, you could jab it one. Hello, Julia Fisher. Hello, welcome. Please tell me what you're drinking tonight. Are you meant to burp into your elbows as well? What's this shadow coming from? It's coming from my flipping hair. Are you meant to burp into your elbows? I know you're meant to cough and sneeze and sniff and stuff, but are you meant to burp? Is burping contagious? Does it spread by burping? I really need to know, actually. There's not been enough research on it. Anyway, this is the lockdown looks. Let's go somewhere else. Leave the supermarket. Oh! Now, just going to give myself a little bit of self-loving with this little gentleman here. Hello. Try and stroke his, pinch his nips. Nip. Oh, look at him. Beautiful man there. I'm going to pat him on the head. There. Oh, he's gorgeous. There we go. I'm in the beautiful sauna. Because today wasn't hot enough for me, so I needed to get a little bit steamier with this gorgeous... His name's Brian. Do you know where we met? Do you know where you met? You are mad, Dragma. Shut up, Ian. I am not mad. I am not mad. I promise you I'm not going mad. I might be going off the rails, like I said, but I'm not mad. Maybe slightly off me trolley, that's all. Who isn't after 6 weeks of lockdown and another 3 to be announced tomorrow, no doubt? But do you know what? It's actually really affirming to know that it's working and that numbers are dropping. And I think we've done, I think the fact that we're all still here on a Friday night is a miracle. And that we're all still having our espresso martini. Oh, God, I said it right. I'm definitely going mad, Ian. Definitely going mad. In that case, it's time for the news.
Good evening. This is the fake news on Friday, the 8th of May. A new therapy. The latest research from top researchers and psychologists suggests that talking therapy is no longer effective during the COVID-19 breakdown. People are fed up of talking and speaking on phone, and so they're looking for new ways of coping. Research suggests that the latest trend is proving highly effective, picking up a pillow and screaming as loudly as you can inside it. That way, the people that you are locked down with do not know that you are struggling, and you can continue to cope. Return to wild. As the COVID-19 lockdown continues, more and more animals are returning to the streets to take over and reclaim nature. This week, unicorns have been spotted grazing on hillsides and even using local gymnasiums. PPE scandal. Linda McCartney, the food giant, have turned their abattoirs into PPE factories. This week they were forced to apologise after it was discovered that surgical masks were made of horse meat rather than turkey and quinoa. A full investigation commences. The Prime Minister's update. Having come under attack this week by the Leader of the Opposition and the public for his unprofessional look, the Prime Minister today has taken to borrowing his fiancée's wig for work. Speaking of the expected exit strategy, he said,
"Good evening, people of Britain. After many hours of deliberation in yesterday's Cobra meeting, I am pleased to inform you, the nation, that I am the next stage of the lockdown will proceed. In order to continue to protect lives, it is essential that you all stick to the following. I have a great up-and-coming pub quiz and a really good name, and I'm saving it for them, so don't try and get it out of me. That's rule one. Whilst quizzes will be allowed in next May, it is essential that no more than 5 team members are allowed each." That goes for you, Gove. Social distancing during the pub quiz is set to 7 metres apart, and teams' deliberations must be through the Googles. Latin names for Netflix shows will be a mandatory round. Banana bread, sourdough, kombucha, pickles, chilies, and any homemade PPE are not acceptable prizes, especially you, Gove. Self-employed people must get around it. We all know you have got massive bursaries coming in shortly. Finally, my tremendous victory in raising £1.25 for the NHS will now sponsor for sponsoring my haircut. I am continuing my heroic efforts by having a guest the name of my baby competition. Entries will be £1 and they shall be sent to number 10 Downing Street.
Okay.
Shit, I shouldn't have given my address out, should I? Ugh.
And finally, the Thomas the Tank Engine dance fever continues to spread, as this week it has been suggested that most of Broadway is now under threat. The virus is known to be spreading very quickly amongst professional dancers. The busy scientists and researchers are researching into where the virus came from and how we can stop spreading it. Sufferers of TTEDF report damage to their street cred. They have reported that the number of invites to parties has dropped and people cross the road before they'll talk to them. And that brings us to the end of this week's Fake News. Join us next week for some more Fake News.
Oh, well done, reminded me of the sound. What I did say, rewind, what I did say was that, I said, didn't the Prime Minister's hair look fabulous? I always forget to put my microphone back on after those things, but if I don't turn it off, so you get this weird echo, it's really odd. But in the train station I can now, loving the silent breakdown. It's good. And what I did say, and I suggest we all do it again, actually, because it was really good for those of you who missed it. I said, grab the nearest pillow to you. Let's try it. The new therapy sounds wonderful. I'm sick of bloody talking, if I'm honest with you. All I seem to do is talk. Let's do it. Grab a pillow after 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Much better. I did it twice. And both times it was wonderful. Oh, gosh. The Thomas the Tank Engine dance fever virus sounds a bit worrying, doesn't it? More and more people are going down with this dance thing. The thing is, street cred is so important. I wouldn't want to lose my street cred. Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, look, there's Thomas there. Oh, do you know, I'm really sad, actually, because on the May Day bank holiday is when I usually go on a train journey. I usually go on a train journey with my son Derek and my better half. We go off to Torquay on a train. I love trains. Trains are fab. Yes, and I thought last week reminded me of that audition that I had with when I was going for Elaine Page and Barbara Dixon with do you remember I was telling you? And this week I thought, well, actually, that reminds me of another audition. Right, years and years and years ago when I was younger, I was asked to audition to be Gladys Knight. I was asked to be Gladys Knight, and I did the audition because really I didn't want to be Gladys Knight. I wanted to be a Pip. I've always wanted to be one of Gladys's Pips. But they said, could you audition to be Gladys? So I thought, yes, I could. I could audition to be Gladys. And do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear me be Gladys before we go? In what will be my new segment, Songs About Trains. I said, do you want to hear it? You've not got any choice. L.A. proved too much for the man. Too much for the man. He can't believe it. The life he's come to know. He says he's going back to fight. Ooh, what's left of his world, the world he left behind not so long ago. He said he's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Yeah, he said he's going back. Come on, do it down with me. I wrote it down. To a simpler place in time. And I'll be with him on the midnight train to Georgia. This is the bit I always wanted to do. Woo woo! I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. He kept dreaming, oh, that someday he'd be a star. This is why I wanted to be a superstar, but he didn't get far. But he sure found out the hard way. The dreams don't always come true. Good idea, Alex. I'm going to set fire to my... So he pawned all his hopes. Ooh, and even sold his own car. He bought a one-way ticket back to the life he once knew. Oh, yes, he did. He said he's leaving. Oh, on that midnight train to Georgia. Said he's going back to find to a simpler place in town, and I'm gonna be with him, oh, on that midnight train to Georgia. Georgia, woo woo. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Ooh, he's leaving. Thanks for joining me this week. That was songs about trains. I look forward to seeing you next week. I do hope we can all get together and enjoy some more expensive margaritas. God bless you one and all. Have a good week and stay safe. Thanks for joining. I do love you all very, very much. Good night. Mwah, mwah. Woo woo. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. This is I always wanted to be Pip. Pips are better than Gladys. The midnight train to life. Good night, everyone. Good night. What a lovely time I've had with you all. Good night. Take care. I'll see you all this time next week.